back again for more Better Call Saul. Let's get it. Season 2, episode 6. Look, we passed halfway of season 2, bro. Let's get it, bro. We moving along slowly but surely. Last episode, we seen a good bit. We had went back in time and we learned about Rebecca, I assume, right? Chuck had an ex-wife in a past life. He was with her. Saul was over there. This is when Saul had started at HHM in the mailroom and whatnot, and we kind of seen him go over there for dinner, and they was telling a bunch of jokes, but we didn't really see anything else after that. So I'm kind of wondering if that's gonna come back into play. If Rebecca, I'm sure she will, if she comes back into play, if that's even her. In other news, Saul had like a little babysitter after the whole commercial thing. They gave him basically a babysitter, somebody that's kind of watching him, making sure he's not doing stuff. And I think her name was Erin. She was getting on my nerves, bro. She was aggravating. Jesus. You had Kim. Kim was, trying to work her way out of the cornfield or whatnot, and she had made this phone call. Well, she was making a bunch of phone calls. She makes a big phone call, gets the deal done, and she thinks she's out of the doghouse, and Howard is like, no, not yet. But then she was talking to Chuck in the end there at the end of the episode, and he was kind of telling her some history about Saul and kind of how he is and what happened to their family and whatnot. And I think he's gonna try and do her solid and try and help her get out of her situation. So we've seen a good little bit, and look, we just gonna keep it moving forward. But last but not least, if you like what you see, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because we are forever lit over on this side. Yeah. Without further ado, we have Better Call Saul. We got Colin CZ. Bye. And also, let me not forget, T.O. Hector Salamanca, he went to go talk to Mike at the end there in the diner. It was basically saying, yo, help us out, bro. Help him get out of jail. He can get locked up for beating you up, but not the drug stuff. He don't need to be in that long. He don't need to be in jail that long. Whatever, y'all know what I'm talking. But anyway, we got season 2, episode 6, titled Bali High. Hey, y'all know what it is. Let's see what we got.
Now you don't have to search the world for the perfect gift. Handmade in the tradition of ancient artists.
Chia. Oh man, I remember the commercials for these things, bro.
Easy. Soak your chia overnight. Spread the
like nowadays, if you bring up a chia pet, kids today be like, nigga, what? Chia pet?
Resident of a Sandpiper Crossing facility or similar retirement community. Residents of some Sandpiper Crossing or similar retirement communities may have been overcharged for goods and services. For your free consultation, call Davis in Maine at 505-242-7700.
That looked like a commercial to me. That looked like what Saul did. I know that's got to be a kick in the gut, right? Ooh. So I guess kind of the question is, what's next for Saul? Like I said, he's got the woman kind of stuck to his hip right now. Can't really do what he normally does. Just a lot of frustration with Thomas Davis in Maine or whoever the hell it is. So like, what's next for him, dog? Which leads him back to the nail shop. I always love that shot of like the light and when they faces like half in shadow, half in light. I love that. Saul, it rhymes with ball. Let's have a ball. Suck my ball. What's on your mind, Kim? Give it up. So like I said, at the end of the episode, her and Chuck was talking, and it kind of looked like maybe he was going to help her out a little bit. We can see because she's really trying to get out of this cornfield or whatever they was calling it.
You've reached Kim Wexler. Please leave a message.
Someday you'll see me. You'll hear me call you.
Whatever it is, she seems not to be mad at it because she's letting it go on. And she's smiling.
Bali high. Bali high. Tomorrow we begin our exploration
of the Carpenter's catalog. Of course, I'm open. Bye. Call me.
Well, she's been upset with him recently, so like I guess she's still mad because she didn't want to she didn't pick up the phone, but her sitting there and listening to it. I mean, look, she still misses him a little bit. So if I called that phone number right now on that thing, what would it do? Who would pick up?
You haven't unpacked yet? Kevin and Paige are here.
Absolutely.
Oh, I just do not like him, man. I can't stand him. Bro, he gets on my nerves. But it's looking like she got back into her office, so she's underground no more, which is good.
I don't know exactly what Chuck may have said to you, but just so you know, I did not ask him to step in on my behalf.
Don't you just want to drop kick this nigga? Roundhouse kick this nigga? My God.
Yikes. Good to see you, too. Hi, Paige. Hi, Kevin.
So what's next from Mike? They just moved his car because he literally like swiped the curb and it was moved. Anyway.
Can I help you?
You know why I'm here? He needs an answer.
Oh, Hector, maybe? Asking him what he's gonna do?
Respectfully, I'm gonna have to say no.
You sure about that?
I am.
Well, they know where he lives, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna find out where his granddaughter and his daughter-in-law live too. So if they don't know already. Welcome.
Your Honor, our client's medical records have no bearing on the merits of this case. If our clients are suffering from dementia, then the residency contracts they signed with Sandpiper couldn't have been entered into knowingly.
No.
Their residents are competent enough to be held to their contracts, but too incompetent to sue.
I'm leaning toward granting the motion, but would like to review the pleadings and briefs again.
Okay, so this is Kim going up against Sandpiper, and they going back and forth at it. One thing that I noticed, I couldn't be like a court stenographer. How in the hell does that work? Like, how are they literally typing every word that's being said in real time? Like, how do they keep up? Like, it's ridiculous how they do that.
What are you doing for lunch?
Probably just grabbing something from the vending machines.
We can do better than that.
Mr. Schweiker, good to see you, sir.
How you doing, Sean?
But damn, come on, Kim. You fraternizing with the enemy, bro. We going again. We trying to get money out of these niggas, bro. You breaking bread with them?
That, too, is vintage.
I'll get those started.
Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was a year out of law school at this firm in Boston, and I was finally put on my first big case. And I find out I'm second chair to one of the partners under preliminary hearing. And I got my boss coming. It'll be fine. So I'm sitting alone at my table, waiting for my boss to show that no one from my firm is coming. It's just me.
I guess he's trying to, whether this is a lie or the truth, he's basically kind of recapping what she just went through because nobody came to be with her.
That my boss never intended to show. And they all laughed about it.
And is he trying to do this to turn her against HHM? To kind of, muck up the case?
Could I ask why we are here?
You know, I've had my eye on you for a while. Why someone who can put together a deal like that is arguing a losing position with no backup.
I had no complaints about HHM.
You're not gonna get any of that out of me. You're not gonna convince me.
The off chance that you're pondering a change, Schweikert and Coakley would be more than happy to put your talents to good use. We think you would be a great fit.
Well, I'm flattered, but there's clearly an ethical issue.
The ethics.
And just think what you can do with our resources and the freedom to really spread your wings.
Oh, she's got like a little smile on her face, bro. Don't tell me she's thinking about this. But for real, get out of HHM, bro. I'm with you, low key. Fuck it. Do it.
Well, you give it some time to think about it. And to be clear, I'm talking partner track.
Oh, so that's gonna be interesting. My man from Schweikert and Company came and offered her a position, maybe. They gotta have a formal meeting. Go over the logistics and everything. She's gonna keep that in the back of her mind, especially if her time at HHM especially if her time at HHM is gonna, kind of keep being like this. But we'll see. Looks like somebody's been here. I just love how prepared this man is for anything, bro. I wish I was as smart as this dude, but I am nowhere on this dude's level.
Mays here for the Gourmet Quick Chop. It's the safest way to chop, mince, or dice any vegetable.
Do y'all remember? First off, rest in peace to Billy Mays, right?
Get down.
Had to sit him down real quick. Rest in peace to Billy Mays, bro. Do y'all remember OxyClean? Jesus. Look, when he died, that hit the community, bro. He was like, no.
What's the message?
Take the 5,000.
It took 2 guys to tell me that.
We were just supposed to scare you, that's all.
Get out.
I don't think they were just gonna offer him 5,000. You know, I think it was gonna be something else to go along with that, but uh-oh. Introducing a new obstacle? Maybe Parkinson's or something?
I've got those Sandpiper documents.
Great, just put them anywhere.
Howard asked if you could go through them now. He needs them done by 2:30 so we can draft a letter.
He doesn't look too happy about that. Oh yeah, look, Schweikert and brothers looking pretty good right about now, don't they? Sounding pretty good.
Throw the ball, Papa.
Okay.
It's good.
Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, I have not been in a swimming pool in about, it's been at least 10 years, dog. At the very least 10. Nigga, I do not swim, man. Hey, we know them. Oh yeah. We know exactly who they are. They are back.
Honey, it's time to come out now.
And this is what you do, bro. You go for the heart in these types of situations. Now look, how many words are they gonna say in this show? Do they talk a little bit more this time around?
The gentleman would like me to let you know that your next drink is on him.
Who? Well, we just seen him kissing a woman outside, so if he's trying to approach Kim, we know what that is.
I'm Dale, by the way.
Giselle.
Giselle, she's using her old alias. Look, still letting you know she has Saul on the mind, bro. And there he is.
Okay, item number 44.
Oh God, not her again. Damn, give us a minute. Hey, bro.
How fast can you get downtown? I'm at the bar at Fork, and I've got a live one on the hook.
What?
I'm on my way.
Definitely too.
So she's looking to get Saul back into his bag. Look, I thought we was past this.
Oh, Victor, there you are.
So sorry I'm late. I had to put out a few fires.
No problem.
So what do you do, Dale?
I'm an engineer.
Look, how much money they gonna get out of this nigga?
Only nice things about me while I'm gone, okay?
Come on, James McGill, work your magic. It's your time.
So Giselle was telling me you two are starting a business.
What exactly did she tell you?
.com, some way for people to hook up with each other using the internet?
Adam and Eve? I'm just playing. And don't ask me how I know about Adam and Eve. I mean, we all know about Adam and Eve, right?
We cannot take anyone else on. No offense.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. We making a trip to see old Nacho, bro. Let's see if he can help us out. See if he can help us get these niggas off our back real quick. Jesus.
Tomorrow, you go to the district attorney and you explain to him that my nephew's gun was yours. You tell him you forgot, you were rattled, but it's your gun.
Okay.
Let's discuss my payment. The price is $50.
Ooh.
Oh, you think you can negotiate with me? Pay a visit to your daughter-in-law and your little granddaughter.
I got my money, or neither of us walk out of here.
Everybody, look, let me reach for mine. Shit. Hold on now.
You willing to die for this?
Yes, we are.
Maybe I need the 50,000 more than you do.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about granddaughters and daughters-in-laws, nigga. We don't play that.
How you manage to live so long with a mouth like that?
Pause, bro. Come on, Hector. That's crazy.
50,000. And the gun is yours.
Okay. He's going to take it. So we got a deal. He gets the 50 G's and all he has to say is, you know, the gun was mine, which obviously takes that charge off of Tuco and he gets out sooner. You know, his sentence will be reduced. But I don't know, man. Stuff like this is always dangerous, bro. It's always dangerous.
He sent you?
I volunteered. Only safe way for us to talk.
Is Nacho gonna make it, bro? He's dancing on obviously a thin line, but is he gonna make it? Because if they find out, they gonna whack him.
That thing we did, he finds out, we're both dead.
What thing we did?
Yeah, what thing? What thing?
25,000.
What for?
We made a deal. I didn't hold up my end. Your problem is coming back sooner than we expected.
Okay. Talk about integrity. Nigga, I would have took the whole 50. You know what I'm saying? I would have came up.
You gonna cash that? I might know a guy who can help.
Damn, so they got 10 G's out the guy?
I had a job offer.
Talk about it.
From where?
Schweikart and Coakley. Rich Schweikart said that they would even pay off my law school loans. Besides, HHM is looking more and more like a dead end for me anyway.
What is it? She can't let it go.
I keep thinking of you floating in that pool. You took the Davis and Maine job because of me.
I took that job because it was the right decision. And you with the Schweikart thing, you could have everything you ever wanted. What's not to love about that?
What's not to love?
Is she gonna take it? I'm kind of hoping she is, bro. So these two are just, you know. But I hope she low-key take this job, man, because who cares about Howard and Chuck? Who cares? My goodness. Man. Look, that's company property, dog. You can't be doing this. Yeah. Okay, let me stop. And that was Better Call Saul season 2 episode 6. We seen a good bit. I like this episode. A good bit. We seen a lot. We had Schweikart and Coakley come up to Kim and make an offer for her, and it's looking like as the episode was going on, she was starting to consider it a little bit more. She had these little smiles and expressions on her face that was signaling, you know what, I might actually do this, because, you know, she's really hanging on to HHM because of loyalty, and, you know, they've been paying for her law school and stuff, and she has ties there. But look, the more and more she's thinking about it, the more and more that Schweikart and company, Coakley, it don't sound too bad. So you got that whole thing going on with her. Also her and Saul, like, she's kind of been up and down with him. But this, I guess this episode, she's kind of on the up. You know, he was back at the crib and everything. They talking and all that stuff. So we gotta watch their little relationship, because they be like this a little bit. It's a little too much up and down. I mean, that just could be relationships. You know what I know about that. But Mike, we see Mike once again kind of got asked by Hector to take the charge for the gun and kind of let Tuco get that off his sentence. He wasn't having it. Then he had the guy show up at his house. He busted them up. Then he had the two brothers, right, the twins, show up to the hotel, kind of let them know, hey, we know where your daughter and your daughter, we know where your granddaughter and your daughter-in-law lives. You know what I'm saying? So we can definitely hit you that way. And they ended up working out a deal. Mike is gonna take the gun charge for 50 G's. He split it with Nacho there, and I guess we'll see how that goes. You know, is he gonna go up to the department and take the charge for the gun and all of that stuff? Also, we seen Saul go back to the nail salon, the nail business. He kind of stayed there for a little bit. We haven't seen him there since he's kind of gotten his new job and his new place and whatnot. I guess it was kind of cool to see him back there. We also seen Giselle and Victor, them two kind of get that little game back, and they got $10,000 out of it. You know what I'm saying? They got a check for 10 G's. And yeah, I feel like that was pretty much it for the most part. I feel like I'm missing something with Saul, but that also, once again, whatever ever. That's gonna do it for this one. Another good, I like this episode. This was a good episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, MVP of the motherfucking league, we give you hand claps. You know what I'm saying? Hole-in-ones, goddamn hat tricks, and home runs and hat tricks out the ass. Thank you guys so much for watching MVPs of the league. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff, all the support, all the love. It means a lot. Thank you guys so much. And for Breaking Bad, fuck, it will never leave. It will never leave, bro. It will never ever leave. I promise it won't. I promise that show. Jesus Christ. And for Better Call Saul season 2 episode 6. That's all I got.